Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Jeff Rome after his second place finish at the 2018 Hardrock 100. Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you.
That's quite a breakthrough performance.
Yeah.
Yeah? Or do you disagree? Is that...
No, yeah, it's the best run I've had. Yeah. It's a a breakthrough.
You had a good debut last year.
Yeah. Yeah. I took over 2 hours off of it, so
yeah.
I mean it's easier this direction, but it's not.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not 2 hours easier. So
no.
I went a little faster.
So let's back up a little bit. What's your history with sports? Like, were you a runner growing up? Did you play other sports that would apply, or?
Not really. I mean, I always hiked a lot. Really, my before I got into running, I would just do long hikes.
Yeah.
I hiked rim to rim to rim before I ran rim to rim to rim, and I started realizing that I could do that a lot faster and not have to take a whole weekend to do it. And
so your running evolved as a more efficient way to cover that mountainous terrain, that hiking terrain. And when did that transition start to happen?
Well, I was kind of doing that, and then one of my friends in college suggested that we train together for a marathon, and then I did well. And then after that, I signed up for the Javelin 100. Mm-hmm. That was my second race. I didn't finish, but...
so your second running race, it was 100?
Yeah.
I mean, an attempt.
Yeah.
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 And when was that? How long ago was that?
2011.
So a couple years now. You've been...
Yeah. Yeah. My first 100 that I finished was the Bear in 2012, and I started putting in for this. That's why I did the Bear, to put in for this.
So you've been put in for a while.
Yeah.
From the 2013 race.
Yep. Yeah, and it took me 5 years, did it last year, got lucky enough to get back in.
And made the most of that opportunity.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're a trail runner, but you also dabble in sort of the more mountaineering side of things. Like you do summiting and scrambling and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's, I mean, why Hardrock appealed to me most, because it's the most kind of mountaineery run out there. Well, maybe not, but it's mountaineery, but also has a good flow. Like there's steep, but there's also actual running in this race too. So
tell me more about this.
Well, like Burroughs to Sherman, you can run.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot in this direction, especially. There's a lot of running. I mean, I think we were doing sub 9-minute miles Burroughs to Sherman, which is a short section, but it feels good to. I love cranking out hills, but it's nice to break up that.
You like running too?
Yes. Yeah.
So you get both at once.
Yeah.
There's also, I mean, not technical mountaineering, but there's big hikes at big mountains.
Yeah, and there is a fixed rope this year going down Virginius, which is you got to be careful.
Yeah.
So
how did you approach that one? Did you?
Well, Troy he went down first, right ahead of me, and then I brought my camera on the race, so I took a few shots and made sure he wasn't right below me, and then went down.
Yeah. Did you have gloves or?
I actually didn't, but Anna Frost suggests I had a buff.
Oh.
She suggests I take my buff off and use it, and it worked.
Go Frosty.
Yeah.
And now that buff's probably pretty well destroyed.
Maybe. I don't know.
But so let's get on to the race then. You go out and you're behind me. You passed me a mile from KT. I remember telling you what are you doing back here?
This year is interesting because I basically did the same thing I did last year. Start out slow, and I even kind of passed the same people at the same mileage roughly in the race. But then I just had more energy or more drive at the end, and I took some time off in the second half.
Yeah. So. You felt good the whole way, or
not the whole way? Well, so I puked at engineer.
Okay.
But it was, even to me, it was kind of unexpected. They had birthday cake at engineer, and so I was about to get some birthday cake, and then I just felt it coming up and had to puke. And then my pacer Alyssa wisely suggested that maybe I shouldn't have birthday cake, right?
They didn't tell me. I'm jealous. I didn't hear about the birthday cake and engineer.
Oh man!
So I came in and I left.
Yeah.
Senseman. Next time, tell me about the cake. So you got sick. Was it hot for you coming out of Ray, or
yeah? I think it was just the heat.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what it was because the rest of the time I was pretty fine.
I mean, that's a pretty common section for people to
have
nausea on.
Yeah. It was a little worrying because I hadn't puked in a race before.
Yeah.
But after that, some people at the aid station seemed a little worried. That my pacer Alyssa was really encouraging, and I didn't feel too bad. So I kind of held back a little bit and just recovered. Actually, from there I started to feel better and better until the end when I was just trying to hammer, and that hurt.
So when did you? I mean, you got pretty conservative, really conservatively.
Yeah.
Was there a time when you're like race mode like turns on, or?
Well, going into it, I was thinking I want to be able to run Pole Creek. But I ended up turning on a little bit earlier.
Okay.
It was, so we're going up Handies, and at that point I was just kind of, going along, not really racing.
Yeah.
And we saw, so at American Grouse Pass, you have a pretty good view of that. It was at night. And I saw that the next person behind me, because I checked my watch when I got to the pass, was about half an hour back. So
Okay.
I have no reason to hurry. But then I could see some headlamps ahead, and on the way down, I caught Jesse. And then then I had someone behind me.
Yeah.
So then I needed to race a little bit. And I saw the next headlamp, and just that was how the rest of the race went. See a headlamp, catch it.
Nice. So you got to play a little Shark or Pac-Man or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That must have been a fun feeling.
Yeah, it was really fun. I feel like with each headlamp I passed, I mean, I knew the person was going to be a little bit faster, and so I kind of just kept getting more and more adrenaline. And I mean, each climb from Maggie to Buffalo Boy Ridge, I pushed really hard there, and I was like, okay, I passed Troy there.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm good, I'm settled, and then I find out that Jeff Browning's not too far ahead, and so I have another push that I have to. I didn't.
So probably like if you pass Troy, and if you did it with any gusto, you probably feel not secure, but like maybe you can be conservative.
Yeah. Well, when I passed him, I continued charging for another couple minutes to get some distance.
Yeah.
And then I saw that he wasn't catching up. And so I went down into Cunningham a little conservative.
Yeah.
But then I went hard.
That was probably exciting and also a miserable realization at the same.
Yeah. So I figured, all right, I'm on the podium already. Sweet.
Yeah.
But then I find out that I have a shot
at winning Hardrock.
Yeah. What?
I can't imagine trying to race up and down Little Giant.
Yeah, it was. I mean, so going up, I knew he told me he was 6 or 7 minutes ahead, and I was able to catch sight of him going up.
Yeah.
I could see him every now and then. He'd come into view. I saw him right when he got up to the pass.
Yeah.
And then it was demoralizing when I got there, because looking down into Little Giant Basin, there was no sign of him. He was that's pretty impressive. His descending then on that that upper part of that descent is not quick. I mean, in terms of like it's really bad slippy footing. And, well, I'm pretty sure. I think Jeff Browning did the second fastest split from Cunningham to finish. I think he did 2:05 and Killian did 2:03. So
he was second fastest ever.
Yeah, so he was hauling. Yeah.
Maybe he caught sight of you at the pass.
He did. I saw him when I first saw him. He was going like not slow, but he wasn't really booking it. And I saw him look down and automatically he accelerated. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like an exciting race and a race.
It was the first time I feel like I've actually raced 100, and it's at Hardrock, which some people say it's not a race.
Yeah.
It wasn't a race, and it turned into a race.
What was like your favorite memory from the race?
Engineer pass. Actually, after I puked, I like started to feel better, and then there was like a big rainbow that I could see from the pass, and just the lighting. Like it was sunset.
Awesome.
Going over Engineer, and then we were just cruising down a road.
So you didn't get hit with that thunderstorm?
No, there was almost there's no lightning nowhere near me, and when there was rain, it was when it was hot. So
you're thankful for it.
Yeah. It won't be like that next time I'm in, I don't think.
No, it sounds like a pretty perfect weather day.
Even the since it was so dry, I think I only got my feet wet on like 4 creek crossings. I was able to keep my feet dry for most of it.
It's very Hardrock.
Yeah, it was strange.
Yeah. Compared
to last year, especially.
Was it wet last year?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. And there's hail and.
Yeah. Most of it. Well, some of us got off pretty easy. The thunderstorm last night was pretty brutal looking.
Yeah.
Do you got anything else planned for this year?
I'm not really great at planning things. The only thing I really plan is Hardrock.
Yeah.
So I have some ideas, but no concrete plans, no races. Maybe some adventure runs.
Yeah. And maybe have a lottery to put your name in December.
Oh, yeah.
Well, congratulations on a great race, Jeff, and look forward to seeing you here soon.
Thanks.
So a bonus question for you, Jeff.
Okay.
You finished second, and I hear the second woman.
Yeah.
So tell me your relationship with Nikki.
Well, so I moved to Livingston a while ago for an AmeriCorps Vista term, and was volunteering at a track meet. And then one of the teachers at the high school was like, "Oh, that's Nikki Kimball over there.
Yeah.
Do you know that?" And I introduced myself, and then we went running the next day, and she kind of got me hooked into physical therapy. So she was the first person I shadowed.
So yeah, like you like worked under Nikki Kimball, like when you started out, like going down the PT path.
Yeah. She's the reason I'm in PT school. So
nice. That's pretty. Yeah, that's awesome.